So the first thing in a comprehensive immigration reform plan, there's one being negotiated in the Senate, there's one still being negotiated in the House, is secure the border. So number one, secure the border, specific metrics and triggers that we measure it, and that, once it's secure, in both the House and the Senate negotiated bills that are being negotiated, triggers the rest of the law. So first is border security and enforcement. Then you got to have what we call E-Verify. The third point, and one of the most important things to make sure that we have a workable border, to make sure that we have dealt with this issue in a lasting way, an efficient and effective way, is you have to address the need for the future flow of immigration. That means guest worker programs. That means, can the Wisconsin dairy farmer get the workers that they need? Can the hospitality industry in the Wisconsin Dells on the seasonal basis get the workers that they need and fill the jobs that go unfilled in the Wisconsin Dells? The point is, we think it's absolutely critical that you have what I would call wide gates, high fences. Now, the last point, and this is the one that seems to be the most vexing. What do you do with people who are already here on an undocumented basis? You know, can you round up, can you go find 11 million people and deport them? The answer is no. Even if they wanted to, the federal government couldn't do this. So once you acknowledge that fact, then the question is, well, what's the smartest way to deal with this? And so where this discussion goes, and where the House and the Senate are kind of looking at is basically a probationary period, as long as a decade, so that a person comes out of the shadows, acknowledges that a law was broken, pays a fine to that acknowledgement, pays back taxes, goes through a background check to make sure that they haven't committed felonies or have a criminal threat to the country, make sure that learn English and civics, and then have this probationary non-immigrant visa where they can stay and work, but then they have to get in line, and they'll be in line behind those people who are already in line who came in legally in the first place. Doing it this way, recognizing the rule of law, acknowledging that laws were broken and a fine and an acknowledgement has occurred, we think is basically the elements of a bipartisan agreement to fix this problem once and for all.